Well, good day viewers. Look what we have back. A 2017 GMC 2500 HD 6.6 Dirty Max. And it's here because the MIL is on and there's a problem with the DEF system. It was here in January, I believe, and I condemned the DEF heater in the tank, which is part of the pump assembly. And I predict the problem's come back now. We have the new pump, we're going to put it in today. Let's scan it and see what codes it's setting. Okay, so this is the vehicle record that I loaded. I'm going to do a network code scan. And I predict that one of the DEF heater codes is returned. Reductant heater 1, reductant heater 1, reductant heater feedback circuit. And I'm pretty sure those are the codes we had before, but I'll double check. Any other codes in the reductant heater? Well, that's the same computer. HVAC. Ten computers. Pick up when we get to the end. So no other codes other than the reductant heater codes, which I believe we had in the past. Let's look at the cases, or let's look at the history on this. Like I said, it was here back in January, I believe, of this year. August 22. Here it is. No, I guess it was February 27th. And then the weather turned warm and the problem went away. Because I guess it didn't need the reductant heater, and once the weather got above freezing. Yeah, 184,000. Yeah, so those, I diagnosed it in a previous video. I'll put a link in the description. So we're going to go ahead and replace this reductant pump, which is including the heater. You got to remove the heat shields or the guard, plastic guard, in the skid pan before you lift it on the hoist, because there's really not enough room to get it out from the hoist arms. So there's a new pump assembly right from GM. We bought that back in February, but we didn't put it in right away because it fixed itself. Made in Poland. Interesting. So this has got a fuel pump retaining ring from the bottom. Let's have a look at it from the tank side. So we don't have to drop the tank, just remove this ring. I'm taking the fuel line off. Hopefully that will allow it to drain. I don't see any drain place to drain the tank, so we're going to take the line off and try to catch as much of the reductant fluid out of it as we can. So to remove this connector, I pulled the sponge seal out of here and I sprayed some penetrating fluid in, and then you squeeze these two tabs. Now there was no fluid in this thing. You can see I was prepared to catch it, but nothing came out. So we're going to just tuck this up here for now and remove the lock ring. Spray some penetrating fluid on here and blow it off with some compressed air. At least this one goes in from the bottom. You don't have to take the whole tank out. So I used the air chisel to turn the lock ring, as you can see. And I got a drying pan on the floor to catch anything. I don't think there's very much in it. But we're going to find out. It's running down my armpit. Well, is that it? It appears to be. Trouble light, it's always in the wrong spot. Seems like this doesn't want to come out of here. Wonderful. Okay, that's going to be fun to put those up inside there. So there's the pump up inside there. You have to tuck the heating straps up above the pump when you're putting it in. Dielectric grease on the seal. It only fits one way, obviously, with the fitting facing the rear of the vehicle. And we're going to tap this ring back in place. It's started, but it's not seated yet. I'm sure the dealer has a special tool for this. Well, I'm going to try something else. That's better. That's in place now. All these notches are lined up. Okay, so let's clean out the fittings and put it back together. So we got the heater or the pump assembly installed. We're going to clear all the codes now. Key is on, engine's not running. I did put in new fluid, new DEF fluid. Customer needs to fill it up completely though. Let's see if there's any functional tests related to should we read the service instructions before proceeding. Well, let's read the instructions. So according to the service instructions, it says if replacing with new, perform a NOx catalyst reduction loading reset. And if replacing with a new, perform the reductant fluid tank level reset. So what's the NOx reset? You're not authorized to view the requested information. I don't know why these links don't work. I'll find it. So here's the procedure in the snap-on scanner to do the NOx catalyst reduction load and reset. So click reset. Engine speed not zero. Just key on, engine off. Let's try it again. Shut it off. Just turn the key on. Okay, let's see if we can find that NOx level or the DEF fluid level reset. Reductant heater, reductant pump, reductant system data reset. Case of replacement or repair, continue. Reset. See anything to do with the reductant level. Heat test. start? No. Let's go back and look at reductant system malfunction warning light, output controls. Okay, well, let's see if there's any codes. Yeah, we'll give it back to him. I wonder if we can see the fluid level in the reductant tank. Exhaust after treatment data, reductant system data. Concentration. Reductant tank level is full. How could it be full? I only put in one jug. I'm gonna look around. So I finally found the reductant fluid tank level reset. Now I hope it wasn't supposed to be done before we put fluid in the tank. Service information says to follow the instructions on the scan tool, but it doesn't tell me anything on the scan tool other than reset. Well, we'll give it back to the customer and see how it is.